If you would have told me today that I would be a fashion designer or a handbag designer, I've never taken art class, never went to school for it, but it was kind of a very serendipitous way of how Sapahn came. We really are using fashion as a vehicle to talk about human rights and promote human rights. I started working at the UN on a whole big trafficking initiative in all the 6 regions, 6 countries. What I kept coming back to were people were leaving their homes, their villages in search of work. Their whole families behind because there was no economic stability. And I kept thinking, like, what can we do to change that? I had this kind of vision. I was gonna create jobs by purchasing beautiful accessories from these women, and they would come back to Lincoln, Nebraska and sell it. Had a trunk show at my parents' house, and everything sold. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like proof of concept, like people want more. We were home for a month, we met with an attorney, created the business called Sapahn, which means bridge and tie. And it's all about really creating opportunity, bringing women together, and kind of creating this whole global community through the principles of how we run our business is all embedded with human rights. We chose Lincoln because of the community. Lincoln's one that supports their own. I think when you look at the bag, you think it's beautiful, you fall in love with it because of the functional and the design, but then I think there's more, people get more curious, like, tell me about this, how was it made? Or I see, that signature hardware on everything. It's kind of the icing on the cake when it's like, they learn it's a woman-owned brand that's empowering and creating jobs. And I think that's what customers fall in love with time and time again, is that whole kind of like experience. So the more bags we sell, it directly empowers and creates more jobs and opportunities for our artisans in Thailand, but it also spreads this whole awareness and inspiration where other people continue to be inspired and do business differently.